Question 19, we're told that strawberries cost £7.50 per kilogram. Sugar costs 79 pence per kilogram. And 10 glass jars cost £6.90. So these are the costs that we're given. Now we need to work out the total cost of 12 kilograms of strawberries, 10 kilograms of sugar, and 20 jars. So the first step, let's work out the cost of 12 kilograms of strawberries. So we know 1 kilogram costs £7.50. 12 kilograms will cost, that's what we need to work out. What I can do is I can split this into a 10 and a 2. This will make the calculation easier. So I need to do 10 times £7.50 and 2 times £7.50 and add them. So let's go up here. 10 times £7.50. And the rule for multiplying by 10 is to move the decimal point to the right one place because there's 1 0. So now that decimal point has moved over to there. So I can rub that off, rub all this off. And now I've got 75.0. And I can simply write that as £75. So I've done that part. Now I need to do 2 lots of £7.50. So I can write them as £7.50, add £7.50 in simple column addition. 0 add 0 is 0. 5 add 5 is 10. So we put the 0 down and carry the 1 over. And now it's important we line up the decimal point. 7 add 7 is 14. Plus the 1 we've carried over is 15. So we put the 5 down and carry the 1 over to the next column because we've finished. So the answer here is 15.00. And I can simply write that as 15. So the total cost for the strawberries is £75, add £15. So we've done this. So let's write the total cost for the 12 kilograms. 75 plus 15. So let me quickly do a calculation. 75 plus 15. 5 add 5 is 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1 over to the next column. 7 add 1 is 8. Add 1 that we've carried over is 9. So the answer is £90. So we can put that here. £90 for the strawberries. Now the second part is 10 kilograms of sugar is used. And each kilogram of sugar costs 79 pence. So 79 pence we know can be written as 0.79 pounds. And we need to multiply that by 10 because there's 10 kilograms. So our calculation is 0.79 times 10. And what did we say when we multiply by 10? We move the decimal point to the right one place. Why? Because there's only 1 0. So this decimal point has moved across to there. So in my mind, I'm going to get rid of this. And I have 7.9. I can ignore this 0. So I have really got 7.9. Now, when you're dealing with money, you have to have 2 decimal places. So we've got the pound sign there, and we have to add a placeholder. So it's £7.90. So for 10 kilograms of sugar, it's going to cost £7.90. So let's write that here. So the third part is 20 jars are used and 10 jars cost £6.90. So £6.90 for 10 jars. Now, how much would 20 jars cost? That's quite straightforward because we add another 10 jars. And that would be another £6.90. So our calculation is to add £6.90 and £6.90. So let's line it up here. 6.90 add 6.90. Column addition. 0 add 0 is 0. 9 add 9 is 18. We put the 8 down. Carry the 1 to the next column. Now we have to line this decimal point up. 6 add 6 is 12. Add the 1 is 13. So we put the 3 down and carry the 1 over to the next column because there's nothing else to do. So our answer is 13.80. And because it's money, it's £13.80. So we can put this down here. 20 jars equal £13.80. Now we simply add these 3 numbers that we've worked out, but we have to be careful to line them up. So 90. £7.90. So 7 goes in the ones column or the units column. Decimal point goes there. 90. And this is £13.80. So you have to be careful again. £13, the decimal point goes there, and 80 goes here. Now to try to help me, I'm going to put in the decimal point and add these 2 helpers. So I'm simply going to add all these. 0, add 0, add 0 is 0. 0, add 9, add 8 is 17. Put the 7 down, carry the 1 over to the next column. Now with this decimal point, I have to be careful and make sure I put it down and it lines up. 0, add 7, add 3 is 10. Add 1 that we've carried over is 11. So we put the 1 down and carry the 1 over to the next column. Now in this column we've got a 9, we've got nothing there, and we've got a 1 there. So it's 9, add nothing is 9. Add this 1, which is 10, and add the 1 we've carried over, which is 11. So that goes there. 11, you put the 1 down, carry the 1 over to the next column, because there's nothing else that we need to do. So now this is our answer. So it's £111.70. For question 20, we're given this triangle and we're told it's reflected in this x-axis. So it's reflected here. And they've reflected this point and it comes here, and they've given us the coordinates. So it's 10, minus 10 or negative 10. And then they've given us this point, which is 20, 30, and it's reflected down here, which is 20, negative 30. And they want us to find this final point. So from our origin, we go left negative x direction. So that's minus 10. So our x coordinate will be minus 10. Now, to get to this point, we went up 40. And to get to this point, we'll have to travel in the opposite direction. So it'll be negative 40. Again, don't worry about these coordinates. They're really difficult, the grids, especially in the negative x and negative y directions.